The tagline is Coffeebeans Routes, a portal to new worlds. And the thing is with new worlds that there are no new worlds, but they're new to you. So by going on one of our experiences, whether it's an experience in the city of Cape Town or it's a much longer experience over many cities across the continent, we're constantly opening up portals to new worlds and to new understandings, new for you as the person who's coming to have these experiences. That for me really says it the best. What happens in that new world is up to you. I mean, what you make of a new experience is up to you. Our job is really to create the environment in which something can happen. And from a change point of view, from what we do, aside from being a profitable commercial entity, we're trying to be change agents as well. So everything that we do, we're trying to create the platform where people can change their own minds. I can't change your mind. You can't change my mind. But we can create an environment where it's possible for a person to realize their capacity to change. Now,
so would you see yourself as a social entrepreneur?
Yes.
Than, the sort of...
Look, I would say that I'm an entrepreneur who has a very strong social bent. I come out of a church family. My daddy's a priest. My mom is a priest, not necessarily by job, but that's her mindset. She's a religious educator. And I'm not religious. But I think I've imbibed a lot of that sensibility, which is around creating spaces for people to have a realization about themselves and their own capacity to be human, to be productive, to be a part of the economy, particularly in this case. How do we create spaces where people realize their capacity to participate in the economy? And we look at this city and this economy, and we started this conversation by looking over the city and talking about how unmapped it is and what that means for the economy. In a nation that has been legislatively silenced for so long, how do you create an environment where we all feel comfortable to share our stories? In a nation where we've been silenced for so long, how do we feel like we can participate in a thriving economy? Now, this is a knowledge economy we're moving into. You'll hear a lot of talk about the new economy all over the world. It's a new economy, it's a knowledge economy. In this new economy, our resources are not under the ground. They're not gold and diamonds and platinum. It's us. It's you, and it's me, and it's him, and it's her, and it's people. So we have to, as citizens, as people in business, as entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs, the state, everybody, we need to create the space for people to realize their capacity as the gold in the new economy. And we have a big problem in South Africa, and it relates to the rest of the continent as well, and it's probably universal. We have a very, very low self-esteem in this country. And I mean, Cape Town is a prime example. And obviously, self-esteem is linked to economics. You've got little money, it's very difficult to have a strong sense of self-esteem. And one of the big challenges is to address self-esteem, because poverty is a byproduct of not having a sense of self-worth. You can't participate in an economy, if you don't believe that you are worth anything in particular. So I would say that's the starting point for us, is how do we as a business contribute to changing that idea that we as people do not have much value. And I think that the products that we have created provide value not only for the person who's paid to have an experience, but for those people who are participating in it. There's a great sense of the strengthening of self-worth and validation of skill. We have incredible skills in the city. I mean, that's what I was saying with the mother in the mountain. We have really an incredible skills base in the city, but the skills base is not always very well connected to infrastructure. Our skills base doesn't always come out of higher education. And that's why tourism is so powerful, because our skills base is in hospitality. We all have the capacity to really host people in a magnificent way in this country. And that's something that the tourism industry wasn't tapping into previously. And that's something that we saw, hey, if we can tap into those innate skills that are not formalized and actually struggle to participate in the formal economy, we can create a thriving and sustainable business. But